Those ministers walk in that famous shining black door this morning. No doubt top of the agenda today will be this migrant crisis.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, though, that is actually going to dominate, I would have thought, Cabinet, but I suspect it will be there. Yes, I am in Downing Street getting a bit soaked, I think it's fair to say. The Cabinet is now underway, though. Dominic Raab, we talked about this last week when we talked about people's timekeeping. It's due to start at 9:30. He's the last minister, I think, and he went in a couple of minutes ago, so not clearly on time, but like days ago, aren't they, about attending Cabinet on time. Yes, there is a big row, I would say, not necessarily within Cabinet, but certainly outside, about Suella Braverman's statement in the Commons yesterday on two fronts. First of all, this use of the word invasion. Now, for many of her supporters, as you said at the top of the programme, this is an accurate description of what they would say is happening on the south coast of England. We heard Nigel Farage, for example, one of our presenters, say that last night. There are many others who feel that it is entirely appropriate to use such strong language. For others, though, they feel that it is incendiary, they feel it is unnecessary and too provocative. William Hague, the former leader, saying this morning, saying he wouldn't use the word invasion. That is what Russia has done to Ukraine. The word means something specific, though he does go on to say it is an enormous problem. Interestingly, Robert Gendrick, who is the immigration minister, said he wouldn't use that word as well, but did defend the Home Secretary today. So in many ways, this is a row we must not forget, a row the Home Secretary would want. She wants to appear tough on immigration. She wants to be very clear that she's not going to kind of pussyfoot around when it comes to the language around immigration, and she will be very happy, I would have thought, that this row is happening today. Just in addition, though, of course, there is this other suggestion. We heard it out briefed yesterday from some journalists that there were 6 unnamed sources inside the Home Office who'd suggested that the Home Secretary had refused to book hotels, leading to part of the crisis that we saw in those processing centres in Kent over the weekend, Tom. Now, this is something, of course, the Home Secretary strenuously denied repeatedly yesterday in the Commons. You've got a battle, essentially, between 6 unnamed sources telling journalists that she didn't do that. She says she did. Where does the truth lie? Well, at the moment, frankly, unless those sources come forward, you are going to have to take the Home Secretary for her word, though, given she said it in Parliament, I think if she was ever to be proven wrong, that would be another resignation issue. But it is a reminder, I think, that this is a very, very big problem for the government. It is not a problem that's going to go away. It has got significantly worse in recent years. And frankly, even though Suella Braverman tried to distance herself from her predecessors yesterday quite a lot, if you were Priti Patel, you must have been pretty angry watching the TV yesterday afternoon. It is something that has dogged successive Conservative administrations. And there is no silver bullet to this, and it is entirely possible that we'll be here in a year or 2 years' time saying this problem is far from sorted.